popping up today. Feel me? Popping out today. What's the science, family? Holy ones, I be smiling and joking, but we living in a time of danger, a great danger. Trump has vowed to go after 20 million people on this list that he has, whoever those 20 million people are. He said they're immigrants that came in. But he says as soon as he get into office, one of the first things that he's gonna do is enact the insurrection law. Guess the whole country is gonna go into martial law or insurrection. So you got immigrants, Hispanic immigrants being blamed for murders, assaults that have to do with the genitals, and all kind of different other things. But the borders are open along Canada, and the borders are open along Mexico. There's a lot of people coming into the country. You have Russians coming into the country. You have Asians, Arabs, all kind of people crossing into the country. So all of these things that we seeing people getting deleted, set on fire, hacked to pieces, and all these other things is happening. It's not just the Hispanics doing it. It's not just the Hispanic immigrants doing it. Our brothers. They trying to blame our brothers. But it's not just them. There's something more nefarious going on. Yeah, something more nefarious going on. So, you got to keep your head up. And you got to keep your taco ducked. Stay out of shit. And be good. And be as good as you can. That's the law. And if you abide by the law, you're gonna be all right. Chosen ones protected anyway. Divinely protected. You understand me? Yeah, I know we're about to go into some scriptures because it's time for scriptures. Scriptures are needed. I'm trying to see how many people gonna come into the live before I get to spitting my shit. All right? Before I start spitting my shit at y'all. Because I'm about to spit my shit. Feel me? Peace, beloved. Grand rising to you. Grand rising. Divine favor be upon you and your family members and your loved ones. Because it's our time. And it's a time of great prosperity. It's a time of changing of the wealth. And it's a time for us to go forward into the wilderness. Into the wilderness. That means acquire land and build from that foundation. Build up from that foundation. Totally off the grid. Totally off the grid. You welcome, goddess. Misunderstood. You welcome, misunderstood. I overstand you and I understand you. And it's all love, queen. It's all love, goddess. We them ones, right? We them ones who have returned. Them holy ones, right? The royal house of David, right? The royal house of David. And see, they want to trick y'all and make y'all think that the Bible, the Holy Bible, the Helios, Biblios, the book of the sun. And I am the sun. They want to make y'all think that this book is a fairy tale book. But this book is a historical document. It is a prophetical document. A lot of people think that this document tells tales of the past, but they tell tales of the future that was hidden and cloaked, carefully cloaked, because the wicked ones have been hunting for the chosen ones from the beginning. That's why you have all these abortions. That's why you have all these Planned Parenthood clinics. That's why you have all this poisonous food. That's why you have these mad doctors and mad scientists. That's why you have all these evil things going on in this society that's directed at the black community, the Hispanic community, and the Native American community. Because just like Herod was hunting for the Christ, for the chosen one, this devil was hunting for the chosen one. But if you know the story, we hid in Egypt, right? The chosen one hid in Egypt, right? And he grew in Egypt from 12 to 30, studying all the knowledges, all the sciences, all the ancient teachings, Reiki, Buddhism, Hinduism, under the great masters in the universities around the world. From Egypt to India, to Japan, to China, all the way back around, made a circuit, and came back with full knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and enlightenment, love, life, loyalty, with the healing touch and the healing power in his hands to heal. That's real. That's real. Shalom to all the loved ones out there. I hope you safe. If you in the Midwest, I hope you warm. I hope you somewhere warm, keeping yourself healthy, hydrated, staying alive. That's what I pray. Indeed. Indeed. It's gonna be a good day. It already is. We alive. We woke up 6 feet above the ground. Any day you wake up 6 feet above the ground, it's a good day. Any day that you wake up 6 feet above the ground, it's a good day. So quit all your bitching and crying. All that bitching and crying. We don't do all that bitching and crying. And when we do cry, we wipe our eyes and we keep on going. We keep on building. That sun hasn't been shining in some days around these parts. I can feel it in my opticals. I can feel the pressure from the light. It's been dark around here. You know, the Midwest is vampire land. Bunch of vampires around this bitch. It's cold. It's inhospitable. It's an inhospitable place. A cold, dark place. At least 6 months out the year. And the people cold and dark. Especially in Chicagoland. Yeah, that light hit the back of my optic nerve. Hit the back of my retina. It's all good now though. Cause I am the light and I absorb it. I absorb all light. I am the darkness. I am the darkness and the light. The darkness is a treasure. And y'all don't know that. The treasures are found in the darkness. That's why the prophets are sent into the darkness. A lot of y'all saying, well, you there because you did. Nah, I ain't do shit. I'm a prophet. And prophets must be immersed into the darkness. Because in the darkness is where you find your treasure. Right? You don't find treasures laying on top of the ground. Treasures are buried deep, 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 deep in the darkness. So prophets must be immersed in thick, immense, triple X darkness. There you will find a prophet. Any motherfucker sitting up talking that prophetic shit and they haven't gone through the trials and tribulations of a prophet or a God, man, beat it with that bullshit you talking, man. You ain't walked through the fire. You got to walk through the fire, right? You got to walk through the fiery crucible, right? And so all of the dross can be melted off. You're already a piece of gold. right? The chosen one. But sometimes, you know, you ever had a piece of gold that you treasured and you let it lay around? Well, it don't look too shiny. It collects dross. Well, when they find gold in a river or buried gold, unearthed gold, it look like a black rock. You might see traces of gold. So the gold is thrown into a crucible, into a smelting pot, to be melted down through hardships and through rigorous turmoil and darkness, beaten by the maker, by the creator, pardon the body, and refined into a shiny piece of gold. You got to go through the refiner's fire. You have to go through the refiner's fire to be refined and to become golden and to become the golden one, to become the chosen one. You must go through the refiner's fire. Some of y'all don't want to go through the fire. You take your bitch ass to pads. Go get your bitch ass to pads, nigga. You bitch. Go take your punk ass to the shelters, nigga. Beat it. God don't want nobody like you. Man, go call John Hopkins Center, you sick, mentally deranged little motherfucking nigga. You weak ass niggas and bitches. Cause you're weak. You can't take the elements. You not gonna survive. When the evil time come for Jacob, who you gonna run to? You gonna run to Egypt? I need a gas voucher. I need shelter. Right? No, man. The men of God gonna make a way. Even if you don't think the way that they making is a good way. Who the fuck are you? Right? What have you done for the people? Right? What kind of work you put in? Right? How many families you feed? Right? How many blocks did you feed? How many blocks you feed? How many blocks did you feed? Did you feed your block when you sat down and ate at night? Did you make sure your whole block ate at night? Son, soul. All my love, goddess. All my love. Sun, soul. Solomon. So now we understand what Solomon or Solomon means. Solomon is the soul of man. See that sun? That sun is not up there by itself. That sun comes from out of me. I bring it out. When I pop out, that sun pop out. I pop out, the sun pop out. If y'all notice that, every time I pop out, the sun pop out, unless I'm popping out at night. And I pop out, I pop a lot. I pop out a lot. In the real world. The soul of mine. So Solomon is the soul of mine. Just like this book is the Helios Biblios. See? In Greek. Helios Biblios. El Helios Biblios. The book of the sun. This is the El Helios Biblios. This is why you always see that sun halo behind those false images that they paint, that they masqueraded, and when they stole and hijacked and set up the abomination, they fake image as the Son of God. When you looking at the Son of God right here, you looking at the Son of Man. Every time you look at a black man, woman, and child, you are looking at God. Every time. And if you don't want to respect it, don't respect it. That's why you in the weak-ass condition you in now. Being subservient to the other nations and worshiping the other nations. Worshiping their money. Whatever they face is on, you worship it. And that's why they put their face on it. Do you know the dastardly deeds of this asshole? He told his father, I cannot tell a lie. I chopped down your cherry tree. What cherry tree was that? What cherry tree was that? Was he talking about a cherry tree orchard? No. U.S. Farm Service Agency, FSA County. He was talking about the Moors with the red fezzes. He chopped down those cherry trees. George Washington chopped down those cherry trees. You understand? George Washington, when he said, I cannot tell a lie, Father, I chopped down your cherry trees, he chopped down the Moors, the same Moors that helped him conquer this land and set up those 13 colonies and set up his kingship. Because he was a king, he was the first king of America. He was a tyrant, not a president. So he had to be, and his people had to be, wars had to be fought after the initial 1776 war. But this is the book of the sun. So when you read it about Solomon and Solomon's temple is the building of the sun that you see. We did that. We put that sun up there, that great light. A great light to rule the day and a lesser light to rule the night. And that's just how we set it up. And then the moon that y'all saw in my live, before this live, that moon was driven here. It's a Death Star. It's a destroyer. If you watch Star Wars series, you'll see that they drove that moon here and they used that moon to destroy and make those deserts throughout the land. The Sahara Desert, the Mojave Desert, and all the other arid places with high radiation counts. All the other melted monuments and melted grand places that we had set up here. All the petrified giants that you see that protected this place called Earth Realm. This is a prison. This part of Earth, or this part of the Earth plane, is a prison plane. So this dome that we under, because there's many domes like this. This is not the only Earth dome. This is the Earth dome that has 7 continents in it. So we live under this Earth dome, or this firmament, right? This sky. But in the waters, because without the firmament, there's waters, mass waters. Waters everywhere. Waters above the firmament and waters below the firmament. Okay? Waters everywhere. So they only show us 7 continents. So we know of the 7 continents, the 7 great continents and the islands. But outside the Antarctic ice wall, there are other firmaments, right? Higher realms. This realm where you live and I live, this is a prison realm. This is where they send This is where all the assholes come. And then where the saints come and the chosen ones come to redeem them. So this is a prison place. And you better understand that. And you better understand that the Hebrew meaning of Job or job is persecution. So you put here to be persecuted. Make no mistake about it. This realm where you at, under this dome, is a place of persecution. Suffering. Suffer with me. Right? Pick up your cross and come suffer with me. Come to me. If I ask you to come to me, because we building. Don't think that you're going to come and sit down. You have to come and build. You have to have strong arms and strong back, strong legs. Because this 13 healing farms that we building is an international, universal farm. For the universal healing of the people. You understand me? I'm still coming out the Bible, but I'm paraphrasing on things that I'm speaking on. That I came to say. Bringing it down from our Father in heaven like he want me to. Because his name is hollow. But the ground that you walk on is hollow and filled with rot and bones and tunnels, underground highway systems. Right? If you can understand that. Because it's the Most High Power's will that his will be done inside of this firmament that we are in now. Inside of this firmament, our Father's will must be done. So we must establish the kingdom inside this firmament, right? Don't look to get outside the firmament. Stop looking to escape. A lot of y'all escapists. You want to go run. It's great fury coming upon the earth, and if you can't see it, you blind. And you will be overtaken. What should you be doing? Number one, your soul should be already prepared. Because if it's not, your ass is in trouble. You in trouble. Because you have already made an agreement and you have already made a contract with the side that you will serve. Just like we made a covenant and a contract and an agreement with the side that we gonna serve. You made your agreement, you made your contract, and you made your covenant. You gotta understand that. We all did. Some of us contracted with Yahweh and made our covenant and our pact from the beginning, way from the foundations of earth. And you who made a pact with Satan, you made your pact with flesh to serve the flesh and to stay in the flesh and to be in the flesh And to live in the flesh, you love the flesh. And you love material things. So you betray. You betray sacred oaths and sacred bonds for material pursuits and material pleasure. You in my bosom too, my love. You in my heart. And you in my mind, body, and soul. I am you, misunderstood. And you are me. I am you and you are me. And we are the misunderstood of this society. But we are the cream of the crop. And without us, there is no, listen, we are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its flavor, what good is it? It's no good. It should be thrown out and trampled under men's feet. So we are the salt of the earth. We are the song and the dance of the earth. But we lost our flavor. So the flavor that we give is pungent. It's a fucked up flavor. It's degenerate and it's wicked. It gotta be thrown out and trampled under men's feet. Right? Listen, I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd feeds his flock.